It's time for another episode of Meet the Author Podcast.
Tonight is a special edition of Meet the Author Podcast, but just as enjoyable as all the other shows.
On these podcasts, you'll meet insightful authors.
And as always, you'll enjoy the casual conversations.
You can watch it live, or you can enjoy the show when you have time.
We're talking about books and the pangs of writing and publishing them.
Now, on with the show. Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Joan. And sorry about that glitch. We don't even know what happened.
We
had two intros.
Need to put it in the shop. Yeah, get some oil on it or something. It's not working.
I know. Right. That was funny.
There we go.
Joel says, hello, Rob and Joan and all the Magnolia Bluff characters. Oh, and there's a lot of characters here tonight, let me tell you. Paul Hollis said, good evening, Rob and Joan. Hello, Paul Hollis. And Marjorie Deering says, hi, all. Hi, Marjorie. Richard Swint.
Richard.
Oh, what Joe said. Hey, Richard. Hi. Lorraine Colmick-Sick Carey. Good evening, all. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but
welcome, Lorraine.
Chick or Colma Kick. Oh, not chick. I didn't mean chick like chick. I thought maybe that was the way it was pronounced.
Anyway, Lorraine, welcome aboard.
Yes. Hello. We're glad to have you in the audience.
All right.
And I have to say, whether you're listening to us on, any one Spotify or any of those, we're happy that you are. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, whatever you do, and Lorraine goes, it's all good.
It's all good.
That's good, because it needs to be all good these days.
There you go.
We're so glad you're in the audience, whether you're listening on the audio or you're watching us live tonight or listening later. We're really happy that you decided to be in our audience.
Yes, we are.
And we still are having people download the podcast.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. All over the world.
Like 140,000 or
actually our behind the US, our second number 2 country is Russia. That's downloading our podcast at this time. So
they were number 1 for a while, which made me nervous. And actually number 2 is making me a little nervous. We're really glad that you're listening to us in Russia.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But I hope you're just listening because you like books and authors.
Let's hope that's the reason, right?
Yes.
So we're here tonight to talk about Magnolia Bluff, Crime Chronicles. The series is continuing. We're in our, third year now, I think, right? 2026. Anyway, book number 36 is coming out. It just came out, and 37's due out in a couple of days. So if you're not up to date on the Magnolia Bluff Crime Chronicles, you can start anywhere on it, and they're all standalone, but they all take place in the same town. So you get all the same characters, a lot of the same characters interacting.
And people use each other's characters and places. Joe Conjal says, maybe it's time to bring back the show monthly. We are having it monthly, actually. We're just not having it weekly like we used to. But yeah, it's pretty much been
special
monthly.
Editions are going to be starting to pop up every month.
Once a month, so. We have one scheduled already for next month from India, and it's a woman who, this is, to me, I feel like in India it would be a job, but I don't know if it would be a job here, but I think she wants to break into the American market, and she reads tarot for people, what kind of jobs they should have, and for businesses, and whether that person would be a good.
So companies can guide through tarot, which is like, what?
And decide who they are going to hire or not. So
anyway,
was interesting.
She's going to be in a live broadcast from India.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to stay up. She'll just like 4:00 in the morning or something like that. She's getting up really early to be on the show. So hopefully we'll get some good support on that one. But anyway, I think we've yapped.
Yeah, let's bring on CW.
I want to bring in CW Hawes. Hello, CW.
Hey.
Hey, Robin and Joan, it's good to be here. And I'm really glad that you guys are doing this special edition stuff. And now that you're doing your show once a month, even, that's cool.
Yeah.
Glad
Yeah.
you're doing that.
Those are special editions every month. And it's just so many people continue to ask to be on the show. And then they tell us about their books or, things like that. And we go, oh, well, that'd be interesting. Or I'd like to know about that. And so Joe Condell says, hi, CW.
Hey, Joe. Howdy.
And George Dismuke says, I'm here. I'll be late. Hi, George. Give our love to Nadine and woof, woof, woof. To all the doggies.
That's all.
Yes.
One woof for each dog.
3 chihuahuas. There was a woof for each dog. Yes. All right.
So,
Right.
for those that aren't aware of Magnolia Bluff Crime Chronicles,
could that be possible?
or the underground authors, CW, would you like to give a little synopsis about how we started? I mean, a little synopsis, so we have time to talk about the book.
Yeah, don't get me started. The group, the Underground Authors, was originally brought together by Caleb Pirtle because he wanted to have a group that would focus on marketing. There's our cool logo. And because he felt, and he was right, that if you get a dozen authors together, you have more clout with a dozen authors than you do by yourself. So the group was started about 5 years ago now. And we started doing that, cross-promoting each other's new releases. And, it was good. I know for myself, I got reviews and I got, I think, more reads. So I thought it was a good start. We then decided that, we're writers. So what's one of the best ways you can do to promote your writing? Hey, write something. So we put out a short story anthology, and that was great fun. And I don't know that it necessarily did a whole lot of promoting for us, but it was a lot of fun to do. And the book's still available on Amazon, Beyond the Sea. And it, like I said, it was great fun. But on the heels of that, I came back from a long weekend online writers conference. And at that conference, I learned about the concept of multi-author series. And I said, this would be perfect for our group. And what better way to promote each other's work than through a multi-author series where we can promote the series and each other's books in the series. And then also each other's backlists. So we started pulling together what has become the Magnolia Bluff Crime Chronicles. And this is our fourth season.
Fourth calendar year. Yeah. Wow.
Our fourth season in writing the books. And they have been, they've been great fun. I think the series has kind of taken a life of its own, and and that's good. But I still see it as a basically a marketing tool. But I know, there's others who take a different position on that. But that's basically how it's come about. The series itself is, as you were saying, we have a town that's sort of the main character. It's the town of Magnolia Bluff, and it's peopled by characters that each one of us as authors have made. So I have my special characters, and you guys have your special characters, and each one of the writers in the group has their special characters. And then we can use each other's characters as secondary characters, or however we agree to use them, in order to help fill out the story and to create more atmosphere. But each novel's standalone, as you mentioned. And so you can jump anywhere into the series at any point you want. Or you can just read all the books by one of the authors, if you want to do it that way. Because I would say that each one of us as authors, our books constitute a mini series within the bigger series.
I think so. I know ours is. I know everyone else's is. So yeah, each one of us has a mini series within the series.
Yeah. So if you want to read it that way.
Lorraine says, I've been in anthologies before, but I love this idea. Yeah. Well, it's a great idea.
It is.
It's an amazing idea.
And the town has grown despite
all the murders
that take place in every book.
And Lorraine, that's one thing that everyone agreed on in the beginning, even though we weren't there in the beginning, but this is what we've been told, that they wouldn't kill the main characters off, that there would be a no-kill list of people you couldn't kill.
Right.
And then, but
unless the creator wants to kill them off,
which we have had some authors say, I'm sick of so-and-so, go ahead and kill them. Oh, yeah. Robin. Hello, Roderick.
Hi, Robin.
Glad to see you. Agreed, Lorraine. It's a great way to keep the stories going. Hi, all. Sorry I'm late. That's okay. We're glad you're here.
Better late than never.
So, yeah, when I heard it, I thought it was a fabulous idea, and in practice, it has proven to be, I think, a fabulous idea, and
it's been great for us.
I think that each one of the writers who's participated in the series is writing material that is at the top of their game, which I find exciting. That they have their own body of work, but it seems to me, at least from the ones that I've where I've read their other works, and I think I've read everybody's other works.
Nally. Hi, Tom. How are you? That's your empty chair.
Yes.
We used to be on another podcast with Tom, and he would often leave in the middle of the podcast.
He still hasn't fessed up to where he went.
We're not sure. But
we're not sure.
We would come back and we'd say, this is so-and-so, and Tom
every
Nally's
once in a while the chair would move, and it was pretty interesting.
Here's
Chris Min. Welcome
Hello,
aboard.
everyone. Bad thunderstorms, so I'm late. Oh, sorry.
That's
okay.
Stay safe. Stay out of that. So, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, when Caleb asked us to be a part of this, he said, and as many of you know, I'm speaking of Caleb Pirtle, who has since passed away, and we're all really bereft and miss him. But he asked us to write a paranormal series, to have a paranormal aspect to our murder mystery taking place in Magnolia Bluff. And so we did, because that was Caleb. And, really, when Caleb asked you to do something, you didn't want to argue. You just did it. And we had not wanted to do that. But for those of you who don't know, we're paranormal investigators. And I'll show you my t-shirt. See? Tampa Bay Spirits Paranormal Investigations. And this is the little ghost that our daughter had made for me. Yeah, that nobody made that for us. We just got it with some of our equipment. But anyway.
That was for you, Tom.
It was so much fun for us we hadn't wanted to mesh the two. I don't know why, because our writing was over here and paranormal investigation was there. And it's been the best thing for us. Really has.
So Joe says, I love all the books in the series, love the unique take each author has on the characters and the town.
Absolutely. Oh,
Yep.
Tom Nelly just confessed that he usually went out to get food or beer or Dad needed me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. More likely the beer, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And Chris Chrisman says it's a cool way to expand the world.
Yes, the world that you're writing in. You're right.
Right. And Robin says, nice shirt.
Thank you, Robin. All of our stuff is on sale, by the way, right now, Robin, in the store. Robin's part of our team. She's remote part of the team, but she's part of our team.
For the next 30 hours, TampaBaySpirits1.com. You'll get a sale price on really cool stuff.
Yeah. We even have hats now, Robin. Lorraine said, I love paranormal investigations. Well, you'll have to you'll have to listen to our paranormal podcast. Okay. I know you all know the name, but I don't.
Haunted Campfire Tales.
Haunted Campfire Tales.
Next Thursday, actually.
It's on the last Thursday of every month. And this Thursday, we're talking about haunted objects, haunted artifacts, haunted objects. Can something be haunted? Spoiler alert, yes. Tom Nelly says, I do love my beer. We know. Rob said, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Back to the books.
Off to the books. And we're going to talk about the first one of the one that kicked off this year.
Yes.
Which would be this one right here by none other than CW Hawes, who's right there. Yes, you want to tell us a little bit about Death by Moonlight?
Death by Moonlight. I was kind of playing a spin-off of an idea that I had for my other mystery series, the Justinia Wright Private Investigator Mysteries. Mm-hmm. I have a novella that is it's entitled Vampire House, and it's in the collection Vampire House and Other Early Cases of Justinia Wright, PI. And Vampire House came about because I learned there was such a thing as vampire lifestylers. Mm-hmm. And I have had an interest in vampires ever since 11th grade, when I got tapped to play Dracula in the play Dracula.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh. And so when I found out that there were vampire lifestylers, I said, oh my gosh, I have to write a story about this. I just have to. So I put it in Justinia Wright's world and had a lot of fun with it. Well, when it came time that I needed to write another book here for Magnolia Bluff, I said, hey, why don't I take that idea and see how it might work in Magnolia Bluff? So I did. It's nothing like Vampire House. Death by Moonlight is a completely different story, but it does play off of this whole notion of vampire lifestylers. And so there's a spooky kind of element to the story. There's the whole notion of, well, are these murders just murders, or is there something really weird going on here, like vampires?
I like the bat in front of the moon, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a nice
touch.
That is. Crispian Thoroughborn of Wildwood Books is doing the covers through this year. And yes, when I saw this cover, I had mentioned, of course, what the story's about, so we could kind of do the cover. And this one, where it had just that little bat and the big full moon and stuff, I said, boy, I yeah, this one is really, I think it. So
I think it's a great cover.
yeah, I do too. It's a wonderful cover. So
Yeah.
so yeah, so Death by Moonlight. It's, you know, Harry and Ember with a Reese Sovereign who is kind of morphing as a character. In the earlier books, Reese was kind of a bumbling investigator, but in Death by Moonlight, he begins to morph into a more competent investigator who actually works kind of in tandem with Harry and Ember. I kind of am taking that from the Mr. and Mrs. North mysteries. I don't know if anybody has read the Mr. and Mrs. North mysteries, but those are fabulous, fabulous mysteries from the, I don't know, 40s, 50s, into the
40s,
60s.
I think.
Yeah, 40s.
Yeah, yeah. But they wrote them over a period of time, and I think
sure.
they ended up, I think in the 60s maybe was the last when the wife died. But definitely in the 40s, I remember reading one Mr. and Mrs. North mystery, and I had no idea this was a thing. But during the war, women couldn't get, you know, silk, you know, hosiery, and nylons weren't really a thing yet. So they had paint on hosiery, paint on stockings.
Yeah, we still do.
I read that, and there's Mrs. North. She's on the bed. She's thinking about the case. She's waving her legs in the air, trying to
dry the paint
off. And
we
I'm going,
still do that, CW. You can still buy that. Spray
really?
on, spray it on. Yes.
Oh my God. I said, is this really a thing?
Yeah.
And I had to look it up, and I said, oh my gosh, this was a thing. And now it's still a thing. Oh my
still
God.
a thing. Yeah.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Don't try it.
It's like spray on tan.
No.
It's like spray on tan or something. You use it instead of wearing nylons when it's hot out.
Wow.
It evens out your imperfections, and it makes your, you know, your
If
legs
it's hot
look
enough,
tan.
you'll melt.
Well, well, thanks for letting me know that, because this is going in a book.
And she'll be waving her legs in the air.
So,
Joe Conchel says, "Let's hear you, Dracula." I mean, you played Dracula, so.
Oh, well, really?
So give us a quote from the book with your Dracula voice.
You don't have to do it if you don't want to.
Well, yeah, I do.
Now you do.
My favorite line from the play. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if I can get this right now. Listen to them, the children of the night. Such music they make.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
That was good.
Awesome.
I bet you guys didn't think it'd be that good, did you? But it was. Lorraine had said do it too. That was so good. Good job. Robin said fabulous. It really was. Marjorie Deering said bravo.
Joe just got a shiver.
Lorraine said that's good. Joe just got a shiver. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Did I say Chris Christmas said nice?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that was really good. Well, yeah, so this book of yours, I loved it. And we don't want to give away any spoilers, but there are two women in here that actually need to use Harry's. How did that happen on airplane mode? Anyway, they need to use Harry's. Is it a hard loan company? What is it?
His hard asset loan
hard
business.
Asset loan business, which I've never heard of. I learn things when I read your books. That's really great. I'm putting this on, airplane mode, you guys. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It could get very noisy very fast if I
Okay.
don't.
Anyway, that's book 30. That's your book is book 32 in the series,
30.
but it's the first one of this year,
Yes,
of
it
this
is.
season. Yeah.
But these two women are beautiful and they have
Mhm.
interesting names. Do you mind telling the audience what their names are?
Oh
The
my
two
God.
women?
I'm just drawing a blank. You tell them if you remember.
Do you remember what they are?
I'm drawing a blank.
Okay.
Anybody else read the book? No.
I've read the book and I honestly can't remember them right now either. I love their
Oh my
names
God.
though, and now I don't know what we're
Oh
all
my
old.
God.
That's the reason. Why can't no.
It's not in there.
Their names aren't in the blurb. Dang it.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, they've got really cool names because their names are very old fashioned.
Yes,
That much, very old fashioned names and very, I maybe you want to say Victorian sounding.
yes. Well, they're into Victoriana.
They are, and they dress that way, and it's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
Oh my God.
Robin Madridge says, "Oh my God, I'm peeing my pants."
No, you can't say that.
You know,
Nope.
the thing is, Chris Crispin goes, "Old age memories."
Birch, yes, it is.
But also, Chris, as an author, and almost all of you on here right now are authors, you know that you've written a book, you're done with that one, and you're on to the next, even though you're still promoting this book and everything.
Yeah.
And dang it, if you can remember the names of all the characters. It's like
That's
Now you know what just popped into my head is
What?
the sister of
Yeah.
of Valdis Damien Van Dyne in the Pierce Mostyn series. Her name's Clovinia.
Oh, is one of them Lavinia?
Well, boy,
That's
we should ask Marjorie. Where's
it's
Marjorie?
Lavinia.
Marjorie.
yeah, where's Marjorie? Marjorie,
Marjorie's
pull
right
up
here.
that character list. No, they're not in the character list.
No, they wouldn't be in there yet because they're new.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they're not in the
I
character
don't know.
list.
She's pretty
He
quick at
said-
getting them
Chris
in there.
Kritzman says we all get it.
She just did an
LOL.
update not too long ago.
I know.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
just looked and they aren't in there. So
Oh,
Okay.
anyway.
We better kind of move along. Is there anything else you'd like to say about your most recent entry?
Read it.
my most recent entry. Yeah, read it.
It's available on Kindle Unlimited, right?
Yep, always
it's
free
on Kindle Unlimited.
Unlimited.
It's in paperback if you would like paperbacks. And yes, I certainly would appreciate a read or a sale.
I did have one reader make a point the other day, and she said, if I can remember what she said, that reading free on Kindle Unlimited really, that hashtag free on Kindle Unlimited really bugs her because you have to pay for Kindle Unlimited. So it's not really free.
It
Well,
isn't.
that's true. You do
So-
have to pay for
She
Kindle
says,
Unlimited.
I prefer that you say it's available on Kindle Unlimited.
Well, what
Oh,
I
I
say,
see. Always
what I
free on
say
Kindle
is that-
Unlimited. I say
yeah,
that.
what I say is that you've already paid to read my book if you're on Kindle Unlimited, so you might as
You
well
do
read it.
say that.
There you go.
do say that on your promos. Okay, we're going to steal that.
Ah,
Richard
Go
Schwinn says, I feel strangely reassured by this conversation. And
What?
Chris Kurtzman said,
what conversation was
buy
that?
my book starring who?
That's a good one.
Lorraine said, right. I think she's talking about KU.
Oh, my.
Anyway,
All right. Let's kind of
run, don't walk to your nearest store.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try to move
And
along a
buy,
little bit here.
wait, Death by Moonlight.
All right.
You'll know it
Death
because
by Moonlight.
There's a lot of interesting
there's
characters.
a bat on the cover, and we're batty, so
Okay.
you just make the association.
So the next book to come out was Something Fishy
In
in
February.
Magnolia Bluff.
February,
And
KD
that is
McNevin.
by Katie McNiven. I read this book Also, it's very
Well, you
good.
can give a review on it then.
I have.
Do you remember what it, no, I mean, do you remember what it was about?
Yes, I actually do. But okay, read that and you'll understand why.
I don't know whether I can read it or not. All, all evidence points to one man, but is he truly the killer? Maddie is determined to find out at any cost. When Soren Royal
There you go. Our grandson's name is Soren.
lays out his plan to build a tilapia
Tilapia.
farm on the outskirts of Magnolia Bluff, Texas, he meets much more resistance than expected from his friends and neighbors. The situation spirals out of control when Soren's wife discovers his body at the back of their house. Whoa, was he alive? Oh, run over by a rented digger. All the evidence points to one man. But is he the one who killed Soren? Deputy Detective Maddie Dawson-Baker questions whether they have the right man tagged for murder and digs her heels in despite her peers' objections. To complicate matters further, an intruder breaks into Maddie and John's home and attacks Maddie. So that's basically the gist of
that one.
That one. That's
Then
book 33.
Murder She Glamped.
Book 34. Would you like to read about that one?
Sure.
Can you read it?
And I've read this one too, and I really liked it. A lot of things came to fruition for our protagonist in this. Well, not ours. I mean, it's April Nunn Coker's, but you know what I mean. The royal ours. There's a beautiful Texas Hill Country Resort, which, by the way, and I've spoken to April about this, her character should have known better than to go there again. She goes with her vintage camper and her dog, a month-long vacation. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah. Well, Murder She Glamped might give you a clue as to what can go wrong.
Want me to read it?
No.
Okay.
Mamie West accepts the temporary job of managing Hayden's resort campground office and store. She is excited. Not only will she be back in Magnolia Bluff, but also closer to Officer Nick Vandigan, who's that good-looking guy with the mustache on the cover there. But soon after she gets her vintage camper set up and her dog settled in, a body is discovered in one of the RVs. Who's surprised? Is anyone surprised? Because all of our books about murder, all of them. While police scramble to track down a suspect, another woman is murdered, leaving a little dog homeless. That's the worst part. Mm-hmm. And other campers fearful. But somebody took him home, don't worry. Meanwhile, a motorcycle rally gathers at the resort and a little girl's hedgehog gets loose. That was a fun part of the book, actually. Well, there were a lot of fun parts, but the hedgehog, I really enjoyed that whole thing. Not once, but twice, because you know what children are like, with Mamie ending up caring for it. So is a Mexican cartel responsible for the murders? Can Nick keep Mamie safe? Will she survive another kidnapping? Yes, she was kidnapped in the first one, too. Poor Mamie. Anyway,
both of those were really, really good reads.
Oh yes, yes.
And each one has a very different style.
Yes, but, very different.
Very different, but both were very, very good reads, and I certainly enjoyed both of the books immensely.
And Joe Conjo looked yours up. CW characters.
Hey, Joe! All right.
Augustinia, not Lavinia. Augustinia Faber and Hester Galt.
Hester Galt, yes.
Thank
you, Joe.
Well, thanks, Joe. Thank you. Joe is a plant in the audience.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. They were both.
No, they were very good. They were both very good, and each one quite different in style.
Yes.
And in the storyline. KD's book was, dealing with the sheriff,
Maddie,
deputy detective Maddie, and April dealing with a amateur sleuth and a police officer. But the two kind of sort of working together, although I think Mamie has the lead there.
Yeah, she does. She does.
Yeah, they were very, very good.
Some of us should have figured that out a long time ago. Never mind. Anyway. Way to go, Joe. Robin said, way to go, Joe. And Joe Conjal said, someone had to save you people.
That is so true.
And Marjorie Deering said, how soon we forget I was searching, but Joe beat me to it. Yay, Joe. Chris Chrisman said, aren't you younger than the rest of us, Joe? Oh.
I think Joe is.
He is.
He's like the baby in the group.
He's like a little kid.
Oh, gosh. My goodness. All right, let's see. Then this is our book, The Hill of Sacrificed Souls.
Oh.
Okay, talking about the cover.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's down at the bottom above our name is the altar.
It's a stone altar.
The stone altar.
And that's blood on it.
There's blood on it. And down,
yes, and I'm laughing. There's something wrong with me.
Down in the down below is the quarry that's filled with water and
other things.
And other things that are a result of the altar.
Yeah.
But Chris Van, of course, did our cover as well. And we're very happy with it. We
have 3 comments. Let me get those. Oh, Joe said, not that far behind, though. And ROLF MAO, and I won't say that out loud. I did peeing already. That's enough. And that was from Chris Chrisman. Robin Madridge.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, on that cover.
And this is pretty much the way all of our haunted campfire things go, too. It's like crazy. Okay, so The Hill of Sacrificed Souls features like I said earlier, Caleb asked us to write about something paranormal. So we wanted to write something about paranormal investigations because we are paranormal investigators. And so we featured our actual team, Tampa Bay Spirits, but of course with fictional characters, not with anybody that's actually in the group. And but all of the equipment that we use and the attitude of the 2 main characters who are the paranormal investigators, that is very, very real. Very
procedurally, much, that's how we
procedurally do it. Is the way we do it, and the complaining that's in there is the way we do it too. There's one time where, Lorraine said, "Oh my God, I'm in Tampa Bay." Oh, Lorraine, that's so cool. We'll have to do book signings together and stuff. That'll be fun. Yeah, see, look, Tampa Bay Spirits Paranormal Investigations. You can find us on Tampa Bay Spirits 1. Anyway, the whole procedure, the way we do the procedure is exactly how we do it. And there was this one instance where so it's Mike and Maureen Donovan are the 2 people who are part of the team members that come to Magnolia Bluff to be with their cousins who have, in the first book, they've bought a haunted house that they then renovate, a Victorian mansion. And they asked their cousins to come there to help them. And so anyway, this is the second book, and we already know Maureen and Mike, but in the first book, the Victorian mansion has like 4 stories. And when we do an investigation, Tampa Bay Spirits in real life, we go up and down the stairs with all of our equipment, and we set up static cameras wherever we need to set them up. And after a while, if it's hot and you're going up and down flights of stairs carrying equipment, you're not really happy about it. And so at one point, Maureen yells down the stairs and says, "Remind me again why we do this," because that's very, very real. So there's that pretty real part in both the books. And though I have to be honest and say we've never dealt with sacrificed souls ever.
We steer clear of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, we haven't had that experience yet. Not yet. I don't think we've avoided it, but we've just never had anything had that kind of experience. I'm
Right.
sure there are.
I would say that having read both of your books, of course, that that aspect of the investigations is really fascinating, and it lends a whole different aspect to the story than in the other books, and yet you also have fun with that. In the first book, you have that really horrific ghost but that was so cool. and then in this book, you have conversations between the two ghosts going on, and that it's so fascinating to think that there's somebody that I can't see who is maybe talking to somebody else that I can't see about what I'm doing and how I shouldn't do it, or maybe should do it this way or whatever, and I'm thinking about that, and I'm going, wow, that is kind of spooky on one level.
Yeah, well, actually, I think that our ghosts, and actually, when we're talking, we don't call them ghosts. We call them entities or spirits, but not ghosts. But I think most people think of them as ghosts, so we'll call them ghosts. And and so through all of our investigations, and some of our investigations are repeat, where we go back to the same places, we actually get to know the ghosts that are present there. And they all have very distinct personalities. And you get to know them. And so that's what we did when we wrote these ghosts. We gave them their own personalities. Well, and they were all things that they had already expressed, that different ghosts had expressed to us. There was nothing that, untoward, including the really horrific one. We've, unfortunately run into stuff like that. So,
yeah. Well, see, that's the thing that I think makes the book, it's fiction, obviously, but but it makes the book seem real, in that you're drawing on your experience, you're putting it into the story, and you wove it very well in both books.
Thank you.
I just thought that it was really well done, and just, they were both bang up reads.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks.
but I also found it very informative as far as the procedure, as to how you go about doing, communicating with entities, and also the fact that, because you created these conversations. Now, I suppose there's some speculation going on there, based on
a lot of speculation.
but
that's where the fiction came in.
Right. But I mean, you've had repeat experiences. So there's, I would guess there's some kind of experience behind that.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're able to take that experience, you fictionalized it, and really infuse the story with these two kind of parallel storylines, where the ones are trying to figure it out, the entities are trying to help them to figure it out, and it's a bang up book. And I love the whole human sacrifice thing.
Yeah.
Well, I played with that same theme in the first Justinia Wright book, So then to read about it in your book, I go, oh yeah, this is a nice play on this theme.
Well, as far as our investigations go,
Yeah.
these, of course, are fictionalized. And because you would fall asleep with the book on your lap every time you picked it up if you tried to read through sitting and waiting for responses and so on, because
Yes.
that the reality is you spend hours and you don't get the kind of response that you get that we portrayed in here
Well, on our
all the time.
But we do sometimes. The
last few times we've gone out,
been
we've
amazing.
had like amazing up in Gettysburg. We had some amazing
Robin
interactions. Well, one location was amazing interactions, and then the other one was hardly any interaction. Yeah. So, it really lends to the credibility there, as far as what we're really hearing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't hear it all the time.
When we first started writing the first book, we were doing the flashlight, asking the entity to turn the flashlight on and off for yes, and then turning it off, and then having this whole yes or no response. And we were determined that we were going to write it with the exact procedures that we use and everything. And then we realized,
yeah, it's a lot of work. And then
this got boring really fast, and this was only the first 5 minutes. Yeah. We're like, okay, yeah.
Well, plus with investigations, going through all the data afterwards is a week-long process. A week, it depends on how many. If we have 4 static cameras every time we go, and so that's if you're out there for 4 to 6 hours each camera, and you've got to sit and watch slowly to see these empty rooms and wait for something to happen, it's pretty tedious, Yeah. So there's a lot to it, and it's not very.
But as far as the personalities and the conversations they have, we put a lot of truth into that fiction too, because they will literally tell us that they're having trouble using the equipment, or that they're tired and stuff like that.
Right.
As a matter of fact, we were doing this one investigation, and our daughter was doing the Estes method, which all of you that have watched our show know what that is. It's, those of you who haven't, the one person has on a blindfold and noise canceling headphones that are plugged into what they call a spirit box. I hate that name because it's just an AM FM radio that goes forward and backward very quickly through all the channels. And on top of that, the spirit can talk. They can pick out words that are being said, or they can actually...
It creates a white noise.
It creates white noise that they can talk over. And so you get amazing results from that, because other people are asking questions, and the person that's doing the Estes method that has on the headphones and the blindfold can't hear the questions. No way you
can hear. Yeah.
And they answer. Okay. And so from that, this one investigation we were on recently, it turned out to be the father of the 2 women that had asked us to come and investigate. And they had thought that all along. And we don't know when we're going in. We go in cold. We don't know what's going on. But our daughter Jess was doing it, and she was in a closet, which sounds funny, and we were in the bedroom. And so she's behind the closet, behind the door. And I said to one of the other investigators, Beth, I said, what was that thing that I was going to tell you that he said that I wanted to tell you that he said? And Beth goes, that is so confusing what you just said. And then you hear our daughter Jess yell from the closet, I'm trying. And I started to laugh, and I said, that's what I wanted to say. He kept saying, I'm trying, because he couldn't turn on the flashlight and he couldn't interact with different equipment.
So we kept asking questions, and he couldn't do it. So,
and he had said at one point, I'm trying. And I said to Beth, what is it that he said? Because I wanted to tell the daughters so that they would know he was trying to communicate, but he was having trouble. And I couldn't remember. And he yells it through Jesse in
I'm trying.
I mean, that was hilarious. I mean, that was so funny. And that shows the personality that they have. You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Do you want
The plot, well, it opens with
it thickens.
it opens with someone getting sacrificed in a very real way on that altar. And you know, the
It's
person,
just outside. It's at a quarry just outside of Magnolia Bluff, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at who's here. Paul from Paul, host of Down Under Interviews, author. Hi, Robin Joan from sunny Sydney.
Paul.
Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Let's see. There's a bunch that we didn't get in here. Joe says, all three of these covers are awesome. Kudos to Crispian. Amen. He does amazing stuff. And Chris Chrisman said, yes, great covers. And then Chris Chrisman said, you're writing your experience into the stories. Yes, exactly. And he said, it makes it real for the reader. Marjorie said, coming from Dracula, we should respect that.
Yes, we should.
Robin Matrix said, yes, Gettysburg. She was at the Gettysburg investigation. Okay. Robin says, so Magnolia Bluff has a high murder rate. I see. So high that what CW did in his story that we just spoke about is that he brought in people from, other places. In Death by Moonlight,
Yeah.
The whole idea is that there have been 7 murders always when there's a full moon. And so another full moon is coming up. And now the question is there going to be a murder from Magnolia Bluff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another comment. Paul says, I'm good. Outback Odyssey official release tomorrow.
Paul's new book.
Paul's new
How
book.
exciting is that? That's awesome.
So he had 7 of the murders from out of town. And we didn't know what each other was writing. Certainly didn't know that he was writing a spooky murder paranormal one. And we were writing definitely different than our last book, A Sacrifice, and a guy who feels like he feels like this Naluka Cheeto is the way it's pronounced by Choctaw. It's a dark spirit that is a soul eater, and it eats the souls of those who are depressed or have done bad things. And this poor guy has done both. And he's been listening to a podcast for years about sacrificial stuff.
Podcast.
Podcast.
And so now
that character is really great, you guys.
Thanks.
The bad guy. He is really well drawn.
We should bring him
Thank
back
you.
as a ghost.
Thank you. Well, I don't want to have any spoilers, but read the last line of the book. Joe Conjal said, lots of murders. As one reviewer said, Magnolia Bluff is the murder capital of the world. It definitely is. Robin said, LOL, Joan. And then Paul from Down Under said, more people dead than alive in Magnolia Bluff. Well, so we had our murders, all of our murders, except for one, being from out of state and out of Magnolia Bluff.
Right.
So
we didn't reduce the population by much.
Yeah, because we didn't. Though, before we started writing, I had said to Rob, I want you to put so-and-so on the no-kill list, who was a secondary character in the first book. And she wasn't on the no-kill list. And he said, why? And I said, because I want to kill her.
But she was so
That's
nice.
That's only an underground author.
But she was so nice.
Conversation that you can have. You can't kill this person. Oh, why not? Because I want to.
Anyway, Hill of Sacrifice Souls. Again, it's available on Kindle Unlimited and also paperback and ebook as well.
And put up CW's again.
And
I really like that one too. That's
CW's
really...
Death by Moonlight. Okay. All right. Let's get the last couple here. This next one is...
It's out now.
Out now. Win Some, Lose Some by Cindy Davis. And let's see here. The R&R in Alaska was great, but Hannah, Bliss, and Whitney are happy to be home until they walk into the house and find a strange man dying on the braided rug in the living room. The resident ghost has no idea how he got there. So more ghosties and murder.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And in June, Linda Pirtle's coming out with her next.
We don't have it. That'll be book 37.
Joe, do you remember the title of her book? Because he might.
If she's even mentioned anything to anybody about it.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, hers will be out next. Does writing a murder mystery book together make for a happier marriage, Rob or Joan? LOL.
I think so. Don't you?
Yeah.
We have fun doing it. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
It's like,
we have two very expensive hobbies.
Yeah. Ghost.
Writing
Neither
murder
one
mysteries
pays anything.
and
get paid to do either
and
one
doing paranormal investigations, which we do for free, by the way. Anyone listening that has a problem in the house, we're not this silly when we're in your house doing an investigation. We take it very seriously.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Occasionally.
All right.
The funny ghost.
We may get pretty silly sometimes, but that's usually the ghost's fault, to be honest.
That is true. That is true. So, CW.
Oh, Joe found it. Book Swap Shop Murder by Linda Pirtle will be out next in June,
Okay,
about
perfect.
June 20th. It should.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, that's just...
No, we can't pay you, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Let's see. We got the covers. We talked about that. We're going to be using Eva Lancaster coming up for next year, pretty much,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. For our covers, for the most part, I think. Okay.
Well, what we didn't mention about your book is that Ember and Harry have had twins.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And now they're trying to take care of the twins, and they've moved into a big new house, and she has all the stuff going on at church because she's a pastor. I don't know if we mentioned that. And besides his doing his hard asset loan company, he has, of course, the really good
wood-fired coffee shop and ice cream emporium.
And what I like in the book is that CW keeps making the joke. Somebody will say, and they're in the coffee shop, and they'll say it was really good, and Harry's like, I've never heard that before. I love that because that's very real. I can hear somebody say this.
Yeah,
we want to talk about book number 38 is going to be by Joe Conjal, and it's Blood is Thicker Than Money.
Yes,
comes out July 20th or thereabouts, close to it.
Blood is Thicker Than Money. Brendan, who is his main character, Brandon Turner, has a whole chapter in our book named for him, Brendan.
Yeah. And, I can say that because Joe and Linda Pirtle and April Coker and I are in a critique group together. And I can say, quite honestly, from the parts that Joe has shared with us in the group, it's one bang-up novel coming down the road.
Good.
Good to hear.
Good.
And Linda's too.
I hope it doesn't start like the last one did of his.
No.
Good.
And if you haven't read it,
but it is good.
you need to read it.
It's a good book.
You
Catch
read
a
it.
Tiger by the Toe.
Absolutely
Yes.
a good.
You read the first chapter and you go, he did
What?
not do that. That did not just happen.
It's a real curveball. You don't expect it, that's for sure.
No.
It's but no, both what Linda shared in the critique group and what Joe has shared regarding their books coming out. It's 2 more bang up reads coming down the road here. They're really good stuff.
Joe Conjal says, thanks, CW.
My pleasure.
And
Thanks for writing.
I know all of the books have been really good. I can honestly highly recommend the series, all of them. And as we've said multiple times, they're all standalone books, and they are. And this was a good one that you wrote. They've all been good, but this was different. Your book, CW, had a different vibe to it than the others. I think, really, if you haven't read the one before this one, people, I highly recommend it because that had a lot of different stuff in it too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Our cozy mysteries are not very cozy anymore.
No.
It's kind of funny. I on a whim, a fluke. Well, not a fluke, a whim. I learned about grok. I didn't have a clue what grok was. And I learned about grok and I said, oh, this is interesting. And so I was asking grok some questions. And then I said, if I upload my book to you, can you critique it for me? And grok said, yeah, sure. So I did. I uploaded Festival of Death from Justinia Wright's series. I uploaded that one, and grok came through and did this whole really detailed analysis of the book. I was blown away. And what grok said is that this is a cozy, I think a cozy noir hybrid.
Huh. You invented a new genre.
And I was thinking about that, and I'm saying, well, yeah, I guess that fits. And then I was thinking about so many of our Magnolia Bluff books, which we call them cozies, but there's very few of them that are cozies. I think Rox and Charles, their books are cozies. Cindy's are definitely cozies. But I think basically the rest of ours are thrillers, or they're some kind of cozy, noir, hard-boiled hybrids.
Oh, Kelly's are definitely a hard-boiled hybrid.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that we're going to have to, I think, talk about not using the term cozy, because they most of them really aren't.
I know. And not that there's anything wrong with cozy.
No.
Murder, She Wrote was a cozy mystery. You have a teacher who becomes an author and now is solving murder mysteries in real life. That's the perfect example of a cozy mystery, right? Somebody that's not a detective in any way, shape, or form.
No. And usually the detective is a woman. It's usually in a small town.
Yes. And she owns a business or something. And yes. Yep. That's it. And no, ours aren't.
No, they aren't.
Riches are not cozy for sure, but are awesome. Oh, Riches are definitely not cozy. And what I like about Riches is that talk about writing from experience.
Right.
Get his experience. He's actually a psychotherapist, a retired one, but he started writing these books before he retired anyway, but that doesn't make any difference. He has all that knowledge, and his protagonist is a psychiatrist and teaches psychiatry in the only college in Magnolia Bluff, because it's, a small town. Yeah. And it's really fascinating. And he has a character that I love, a Vietnam vet named Jack, who's fabulous. And Richard brings all of his learning and of knowing the human psyche and brings it out on paper. So it's really very believable characters, and it's good stuff.
Yeah. Very good. Well, and I think that's kind of the strength of the series as a whole, is that each one of the parts draws from our experiences that we have very, very deeply, really. And I think even though it's fiction and sometimes it's a bit over the top or whatever, it still makes the books believable.
Yes, because they're real. There's authenticity, right?
Yes, there's authenticity. So you have, Richard's books where, he draws on his therapist background.
Yes.
And it makes the characters and their motivations so real. And, you look at the couple books that Caleb wrote. Man, that guy drew from his whole life experience and distilled them into those books. And it shows.
Yep.
It shows. And, we could go just all down the line looking at everybody's experiences in life and how they distilled them into the books. And that's what makes them such great reads.
And they all take place in this one little town in Magnolia Bluff in Texas Hill Country. And so you get the whole feel of that part of the country. And it's really fun. And I just realized that we introduced a new character, a detective from Austin who comes to town looking for a missing person. And I don't remember her name either.
Oh boy.
But it was a good one.
But I like her. I do like her. I can remember who she is and what she's like, but I can't remember her name. And that's really funny. But I had to tell you that because I didn't remember her name. Anyway, Richard said, "Thank you, Joan." And you're welcome, Richard. But
Carpenter.
Yeah, I know.
Detective Carpenter.
Detective Carpenter. What? Nancy Carpenter or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
everyone knew her as Nancy.
All right, Nancy. Also, I love Richard being part of the Underground Authors because we really need a psychotherapist at our meetings. You can't miss any meetings, Richard. We need you. He evens everything out.
Well, if we don't need him during the meeting, by the time the meeting's over, we do need him.
You do need him. Yes,
sure. We're kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. Anyway.
And I was also going to say that it was great that Marjorie joined. Richard says I'm not Marjorie Deering is in Paul Hollis, our new members, and their books will be coming out this year. And Marjorie has been updating us on all the characters and the places, the businesses, because that is the difficulty of writing these stories, is you don't you don't want to get anything wrong. You don't want to put a business where another one is, or
Right.
something like that. And, you want to be able to use other people's characters, and you don't want to get their name wrong. I mean,
Right.
we can't remember the name of our own,
So
our own
CW,
characters.
do you want to talk about the surprise coming next year
It is
for
the story Bible.
Underground Authors, or do you want to wait to unveil that surprise?
Well, we can hint a little bit at it. Because
Hint away.
because we have had so much fun with Magnolia Bluff, and quite honestly, there's a number of us who feel like they'd like to take a break from Magnolia Bluff, and
Not us.
no, well, and not me either, but
No, I know. Some people do.
But some people do, and as a writer, I think there's basically just
keep the new character info coming. It's coming.
Yeah, it is. As writers, I think we fall into kind of like two camps. There are writers who like to write series, and there are writers who like to write standalones. And I think that those who want to take a break, I think they're mostly standalone writers, or very short, like series writers, like trilogies or whatever 4 books are called.
Yeah.
And so the idea was tossed out of creating a new series for those who want to jump on it. And so next year we will be running 2 series, and I won't be in the new series, but you guys are in the new series.
Yeah, I thought you were working.
I thought you
decided you were.
No, I'm not going to be in the new series.
Okay.
The reason I'm not is because I have so many irons in the fire that have been sitting there for 4 years now.
Yeah.
That I would like to get them out of the fire and put them to use.
Sure.
I want to do a Kickstarter campaign later this year for Pierce Moston for the 9th book, and that's been sitting on the shelf for several years. And I have now that I'm in the greater Los Angeles area, I have a new private detective that I'd like to launch. And so, I'd like to have some time to write that. And so I decided, no, I'm not going to do the series. But
Richard will be doing it, and we will be doing it.
You're going to be doing it, yes. And Linda Purtle, Brox and Charles are doing it.
Cindy,
yep, Cindy's doing it.
Kelly Marshall,
yep. Yeah. So there's it's about evenly split. I think there'll be 7 in the new series and 6 for Magnolia Bluff, and we'll be alternating months, basically, except for that 1 month.
And because we're crazy, we're doing Magnolia Bluff and the new series.
Well, I'm glad you are.
I'm glad we are too. I'm really glad. We're excited about the new series. We're really stretching ourselves in the new series because it's something we we've never done before, so it'll be good.
Well, it is fun to experiment with things, and and I know for myself, I like writing mysteries, so I don't have a problem just keep churning mysteries out. But but I also like other things too. I have a post-apocalyptic series, and someday I'd like to get back to finishing that. It's on pause right now. I have Pierce Austin Paranormal Investigations, and I love writing those books. They're just kind of wacko, over the top, Cthulhu mythos monster books, but I really like writing those. And like I said, I have other new projects that I'd like to launch.
Well, we also are going to be working on at the end of the year the Christmas anthology, right?
Yes,
For next year.
Yeah, I've already thought that one all out. I just have to get his okay. I know exactly. I know who's going to be in it.
In December, we'll have a Magnolia Bluff Christmas anthology. No murders.
No murders.
No murders. It can be crime, but it's
no murders. Robin Major said Marjorie's going to have her work cut out for her, or is she only doing the one series?
She volunteered for the whole thing. She's got to keep track of all of it.
Marjorie.
Yeah. I think it's just doing the one series.
Right now, I only see myself working on the Magnolia Bluff series, at least for now, Robin. It's okay, Marjorie. There's not going to be a whole lot to keep track of, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Robin Majors goes, Christmas, yay!
Yay, yes, indeed. And the new series is really a whole different approach than Magnolia Bluff. It's really, I would say, radically different.
It's very radically different, and we won't be using each other's characters or even places. Which sounds weird, I know, because it's a series. So how can it be a series? Well, it all takes place from one central place. Let me just say that, and it's going to be different.
Yeah. So we got a lot coming up, everybody.
And a lot is coming up, and
got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, but and this is I think the fun side of working in a group of authors is doing stuff like this, and so I think that helps to keep us all as creators energized.
Yeah. Richard Schwinn said, I've just finished one of Marjorie's books. Wow, I want her to write a lot of books for the underground authors, right? Isn't she so good? She's really good. Yes, there is not a bad author. Paul Hollis is another author. If you haven't read his Hollow Man series, I highly recommend it. He writes for underground authors, and he is excellent. He really is.
Yeah, and Paul dived into the November Magnolia Bluff book this year, and then next year will be in the new series. The
underground authors breaking new ground again with a different take on a new series. Yeah, it is. It's going to be. It's different. I like it though. I mean, well, obviously I like it, but Marjorie says, "Oh my, thank you so much, Richard." She's a really great author, and so is Paul Hollis. He really is. We really are. We have a lot of very good authors.
Right. There's a lot of talent in the underground authors, and I think that we can leverage that, and I certainly hope that we continue to do that, so that it promotes us, and as things turn out, we hopefully can pull in more authors and do more things.
Yeah. Do more of these series, that are fun. But yes, definitely the whole underground, the Magnolia Bluff Crime Chronicles, definitely they are all a mini-series within a major series. So that's really cool, because you can follow along with the characters and see their growth. And that's really great. That's one of the things I mentioned, is that Harry and Ember now have, twins, and they started out where they weren't even dating. And yes, 4 years later, they have twins.
4 years
And
later.
and that's really great to be able to do that. That's why I like series. That's why I like reading series. In a book, you should see some growth, right? And you should see some change. But when it's a series, you're going to see a lot of growth and a lot of change. And that's fun to watch and to see it unfold.
Right.
Exactly.
Well,
so I've enjoyed that.
This has been really good.
Mm-hmm.
CW, thank you for joining us from all the way across the other side of this country.
Yeah, from where you guys.
Robin Major said, agreed, Joan. Yeah, it is.
So there's a lot to look forward to in Magnolia Bluff and from the Underground Authors. And
good stuff happening next year.
Yes.
Yeah. Joe Conjal says, what a great show tonight. Thanks, Rob Jones, CW, and all the Underground authors writing this fabulous series.
Thanks, Joe.
And Paul Hollis says, great and fun show as always. Thanks, Joan, Rob at CW, and all Underground authors.
Including yourself.
Yes. And Lorraine says, great show. Thank you, Lorraine.
Yeah, you should send us an email or drop onto our Facebook page or something so we can do something, Lorraine.
Right.
We like doing things with other authors in the Tampa Bay area.
Right. Rob Matrix says, enjoyed the show too. Sorry I was late. Thanks, CW, Joan, and Rob.
Thank you, Robin.
And Marjorie said, loved it.
Thanks, Marjorie.
Thank you.
Lorraine said, I will. Good. Yeah. If you like paranormal stuff, we have taken other authors on when we investigate public places, not private homes. Private homes, it's just, our trained investigators. But public places, we've brought other authors on paranormal investigations, and they've all had a great time. Because everybody's always like, whoa. It's really different in real life than what you see on TV. That stuff is crazy because it's like, what are you investigating for if you're going to run screaming out of the room or down the hall? Or,
right.
It's like, there's two more comments. Robin said, oh, yeah. Yeah, Robin went with us. Oh, you write all paranormal. That's so
perfect.
cool, Lorraine. That's really awesome. Yeah. Did you happen to go to, what was the one
Scream.
No. Oh, yeah. Have you ever been to Scream? We do Scream twice a year. And we're usually on a panel there. Our team and then our books. We sell our books there. No, the book signing that we went in Tarpon Springs.
Tarpon Springs Book Fair.
Yeah. Did you go to that? Gilded Page put it on. We've done book signings at her store, and then we went to that event. It was a really great event. I mean, people bought. We had both our series there, and they bought all of the series of both the series, and we were like,
"Oh,
that's never happened at a book signing before, a book fair before." We were like, "Okay, wow. These people came to buy." You did not. Well, you should check it out next year. She'll do it next year too, because it was a really big success. We had thousands of people there, and it was a lot of fun. Met a lot of interesting people, so it was good.
It was. So I guess, unless you have something else you want to talk about,
do you have anything else you need to say, CW?
I'm good. Thank you for having this special edition. I certainly appreciate it and was glad to be here, and I had loads of fun. Robin
said, never heard a Scream, although I do a lot of it. Scream is a convention like Comic-Con,
well,
except it's all for horror.
Yeah.
And CW, you should bring your books to it.
I should.
Yeah.
should. I'll have to check it out and
It's
see
twice.
where they.
It's usually twice a year. The promoter usually does it twice a year here in Tampa.
Yeah, I'll have to see if they just do it there, or if they do it out here too.
It's just here.
It's just local.
He's a local.
Well, then I'll have Amtrak and head on over.
There you go.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun. They have a lot of movie producers, and they show clips from the movies on the big screen. And he said next time he wants us to do like some clips from some of our investigations. He wants to put those up on the big screen too. So that'll be fun. Joe Condrell said, Heroes Con is this weekend in Charlotte. Are you going? Did you get a table? Robin Major, great. I'm doing Comic Con in Hershey next month for the Shadow Journey, an American family, the Viking King, the Viking Saga, and the Castle series. Oh, how fun.
That's fun.
Next month.
Eat a lot of chocolate.
Oh, the smells will kill you there. I mean,
right?
It smells so good there. You smell chocolate all day long, and you're just like, oh my God. He said, no table, but we'll probably go to look around. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Doing cons is fun. Yeah. Sometimes you don't sell much, but sometimes you can. Like I said, this one was just the books, and and people came to buy. I was like, pretty
cool.
Oh.
Imagine that, a book fair.
Book fairs usually you don't always sell really well, but these people were dedicated readers, and they came to buy. Robin said one more thing about not the American Viking Sage that popped up on its own. Oh, that's
of
funny.
Course it did.
Do Robin. Yeah, haunted Facebook post. I know. That's what I was saying. Do.
Okay. Are we really winding down?
We're really winding down. Okay. Has everybody said everything they need to say?
I guess until next time.
That's all, folks. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for this special edition of Meet the Author podcast. Watch for more episodes in the future. In the meantime, you can enjoy episodes like this at indiebooksource.com or on YouTube at Meet the Author Podcast.